everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm back with card number 2 from our Honeybee Home online class. If you're interested in joining my online class in the future months, get a hold of me. I'll let you know what we're doing. This month, all they had to do was buy the bundle and the embossing folder, and I send you all the supplies and everything in a tutorial and all these videos for free for just ordering this bundle. And if you'd like to be interested, just give me a message. Okay, so let's get started with this card. Isn't this card beautiful? I just absolutely love it. Okay, so the first thing that we did was I took a piece of cinnamon cider, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you the measurements for all these. They're in your PDF file. You can look them up if you want to make this again. Otherwise, these already come all pre-cut for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. If you just want to make the kit and be done, that's great too. So now we're going to take a piece of basic white and a piece of the Honeybee Home DSP paper, and I am going to attach these two together. Okay, then I'm going to be taking a gray doily and I'm going to be sitting this right here on top, just like that. So I'm just going to put some adhesive down. So go on right like that. Then I punched out a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, or you could do whatever punch you choose. I forgot to get the stamp out. We need this stamp, "We Miss You." And I'll put that on a block. And I'm going to take the cinnamon cider ink and I'm going to stamp this. You could use a lot of the other ones in there. Best of luck, stay wonderful. All of them will fit in this little circle. But there we go. So I stamped that down in there. And now I'm just going to place that right down in the center. I think I'm coming to the end here. So I'm going to place that just like that. Let's close this ink up before I end up with it all over. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of scrap white paper that I have here, and I'm going to take my bumblebee and I'm going to stamp him up. I'm going to stamp him right on here, just like so. Sorry if it was off camera. And I'm going to color him the exact same way as I colored the previous videos ones. But just so you guys know, I'll tell you how I colored it. I did every other one in yellow on the bumblebee marker. And that's how I did this little guy. So it's got every other one. Okay. Then I take the black, and I did right here, and his little head. Okay, I take the other end of the black, where it's a little more fine, and I color in his legs. So those are with the Stampin' Right markers. And if you didn't see video 1, I zoomed in a little closer so you could see the whole, how I colored. And they're all the bumblebees are done the same. Okay, so now we're going to set this stuff aside, and we're going to bring in the little guy. And we got to have our platforms here. Platform 1, platform 2. Now let's bring our cards back in here. Bring our bumblebee back in here. So I'm going to get my silicone mat out. I'm going to get my liquid glue and some tweezers here. Okay. I'm going to hold, oops, I'm going to throw them first. I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to switch spots so this card can be closer to me a little bit. You just want a tiny bit of glue, and you don't need it everywhere. Oh, this is, yeah. You just need a little bit here and there where you want to hold it down, like on the ends. And this glue does a good job. So there we go. So then I'm going to bring it over, and I'm just going to kind of place it like this. So it's kind of off to the side from the missue. It's okay if they touch it a little bit. I think it makes it look really pretty. And then just stick that down. And then we're going to take this, this one. Actually, I did this one next because I kind of wanted it to look like this was layered inside the flowers, like mixed in with it. If I'm making sense. I hope I am. And then I put this one kind of up here a little bit. As you can tell, I'm just kind of trying to get them all to this corner for when I put the ribbon on. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Dab him. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one right here. Just like that. Okay. And then while we got the bumblebee, my bumblebee is going to go that way. Instead of like this one, it's going this way. Mine's going the opposite direction, but it'll still work out. We're going to take a large glue dot, and we're going to put it right on the back. And we can put him right there. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Then you're going to have some twine in your kit. And you're going to need the rest of those yellow beads that were left over from the previous video. Okay, I think I have, don't know if I have 2 pieces here. Yes, so I had a scrap piece. You can cut off, yours is one great big long one. If you want, I have a piece that is, this is actually more than you need. You can cut off about 4 inches of your long piece, so that way you can use this for your tying. What you're going to do is you're going to leave a long tail. I'm showing you how I made the bow. You're going to leave a long tail, probably about 3 inches. So you're going to leave a long tail about 3 inches, and it's going to curl up, but that's okay. You're taking it and wrapping it around all your fingers until you come about another 3 inches on the other side, which that's about right. 3 inches and 3 inches. So then, see, I have 3 inches about over here and about 3 inches over here. Then you're going to take this and you're going to take it off your fingers, hold it like that. Maybe you need to get a buddy, but it doesn't usually pop apart. I'm going to lay it down. You could use your tweezers to help hold it. If you have those ones that you clip it and then hold it. I'm just making sure I get the right string here. Then you take that piece that you cut off, and you're just going to go and knot it. Now don't worry about it yet. We're going to give it 2 good knots. I just got to make sure I have the right 2. It's so curly. Just like that. And now you have 2 of these like strings hanging down. And you can cut them or you can leave them. You can move the one, you know, if you didn't go too tight, you'll be able to move the middle back and forth. Then we're going to get a glue dot. And we're going to put a glue dot right on the back of that. And we are going to stick it right, I don't know, right in here somewhere. I think that looks good. And if you see these are too crazy or going weird, you know, fluff up your bow a little bit, then trim them down. I think this one needs a little trimming. So I gotta get my ribbon scissors here. Yeah, I don't like them to be longer than the card. And the more you play with these and leave them, the more, like if you put it inside the envelope or just put it someplace where they will start to lay where you want them to. You can also put a little dab of glue behind them and make them stay where you want them to stay too. I did not. Mine just kind of laid naturally after a little while. So that's, you know, an option. But this one is giving me a hard time, so I may end up having to do something with it. Put a book on it. And then I'm just going to take these little dots and I am going to put one right here. Flip it over. There we go. And I put one down here. And where did I put that third one? Oh, right there. Jeez, I didn't even see it. I think I might have to, I put one right there. It was so pale, it just blended in. Okay. And that is card number 2, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Be back with card number 3.